What's up, everyone? I'm the devastating Just Cause, and this is DJC Game Studios. I gotta stop hitting those lights. Alright, we're not here to flick lights. We're here to do TurboExtravaganza! Yeah? Yeah, looks like I am. Got the cans hung by the tree with care in hopes that St. Nick will talk to Coke and get them to bring back Tab. I mean, him and the polar bears just drinking that stuff like it's going out of style. They gotta have some connection. But that's not what we're here to talk about. Not the delicious fizzy taste of Tab and its deliciousness and how great it is and better all than other drinks out there. We're here to talk about the TurboGrafx 16, which is a big passion of mine. I've always loved the TurboGrafx. It was when my buddy always had a Sega and Super Nintendos. Like, that's how it was. And eventually I had a Super Nintendo and a Sega. But it was like, while my friends, it was just, I can't even remember the year, because like TurboGrafx came out and it kind of didn't do well. It was like, first it was, and then it like really didn't do well, like right after. Like, so it wasn't successful. So, but it was huge in Japan as the PC Engine. And I really have a fond memory of going to Toys R Us and like, well, first of all, I bought one. I got it, I think, on a clearance price or the discounted price of whatever it was, maybe $150 or something. And I remember saving up money and going to Toys R Us, because I was a teenager, but I was driving, so I must have been around 16 or 17, and yeah, or 15, 16, so however that worked back then. And I was like, I have to go to Toys R Us and get some games. So the games I grew up with that I owned as a teenager, I got a list of them, were Victory Run, Bomberman. Bomberman was awesome multiplayer. Keith Courage and Alpha Zones, that's what came with it. And it was actually a really good game, to be honest. Kind of cool little, here we go again, cartoony kind of graphics. You know, kind of like anime style 16-bit or 8-bit graphics, whatever it was, you know. But then it went into this full 16-bit world, so it had like two parts of it, like a above world and a below world. I always loved that. I always thought Keith Courage never got its due. I also had Fantasy Zone, a Sega arcade game. Galaga 90. Really cool. I thought Galaga 90 was an awesome game. It was originally based off of Gapless or Galaga 88, which was the third installment of Galaga. Very good rendition of it. Then Splatterhouse, of course. You had to have the hockey mask. It's just fake. It's virtual. It'll disappear. Here we go. And then Kadash. What a good kind of, I don't know, like a kind of grinding RPG, action RPG kind of, if you want to call it that. Kadash, really good. I love the version on TurboGrafx. There's a Sega Genesis version that's really good too. And they all have their own little quirks, but to me, Kadash on TurboGrafx, all time. And then Pac-Land. I had Pac-Land. This was in the arcades for a bit. It was, you know, the end, almost the height or end of the popularity of Pac-Man. They just kept going more and more. I guess it never really phased out. Pac-Man's still huge. I got a Pac-Man ball right there. Pac-Man is still humongous in the world today. Anyways, you got Pac-Man 99 on the Switch. Can't wait to talk about that in a couple videos. Sidearms I had. Sidearms was kind of like where a guy was like kind of flying, kind of side-scrolling shooter. Well, actually it went up and down too. It was kind of a weird one. It wasn't my favorite, but I remember purchasing it. Parasol Stars, which is that kind of bubble bobble thing with the umbrellas, but you caught stuff on your umbrellas and were able to throw characters and had some cool bosses. Kind of almost like a puzzle style game. Air Zonk. How many times have I talked about Air Zonk? Bonk's friggin' relative. A cybernetic, futuristic Bonk with a mohawk and sunglasses. He had many friends and could collide or come together and transform into a full-on crazy shooting machine. Pretty awesome game. I love that game. Then I had Power Golf. My dad loved that one. That was, you know, we played that a few times, and it was a very good golf game. Kind of similar to kind of like the original Nintendo Golf, just a little nicer looking. Then I had Tiger Road, and this was an arcade game. It was adapted to TurboGrafx, but I love kind of that anime style they went with, as opposed to kind of the realistic style. Tiger Road, awesome TurboGrafx game. Then I had Ninja Spirit, which I think I've streamed a couple times, some Ninja Spirit. That's when you have up to 3 different ninjas that are kind of like all your options, and cool giant bosses. Just a fun game. Legendary Axe 1 and 2. Can't forget them. You really, really can. Now, as far as other games on TurboGrafx that I really got into later on, and the thing that sucked is back in the day, and I have a few boxed ones here. Move out of the way. Right now I have a full, complete inbox. Pac-Land, Fantasy Zone, Sidearms, Power Golf, Legendary Axe, Parasol Stars, Tiger Road, and Victory Run. I have Air Zonk, but just the box and the chip. I'm missing the instructions in that CD case or that plastic case. Oh, we're flickering now. And so I'm waiting to get Splatterhouse, Ninja Spirit, Legendary Axe 2, and Kadash complete. I have the boxes because I saved the boxes from my childhood, which is weird. There was other ones that I went out. What I would do as I got older, I'd go to Toys R Us, and I'd be like, is this a good game? And I'd buy it. And if I didn't like it, I had a friend up at a video rental store up the street that would re-shrink wrap the games for me so I could return them to Toys R Us. Which now I look in my... I'm like, why didn't I save everything? It's TurboGrafx. It's one of the most expensive systems to collect for. All their games are like up there. And here's some of the games that I ended up taking back, but I had purchased. I had The Legend of Hero Tamna, which amazing platformer, fun, hard, or challenging, I should say. It wasn't like super hard, but it was a challenging game. I'm not the greatest of platformers anyways. But also some great shooters, Psychosis. I had Monster Lair, Blazing Lasers, Soldier Blade, Super Star Soldier. I think there's Final Soldier was another one. We had such great shooters for the TurboGrafx and / PC Engine. I also got later on, in my late 20s, early 30s, we had rebought a lot of these games and played tons of Bomberman tournaments at the same time we do bowling and baseball and television tournaments on the projector screen in my garage with my friends. We called the Garage Crew. And I had games like Psychosis, which was like a crazy eyeballs and crazy stuff that you'd shoot. It was like living things and crazy. And then later on got Magical Chase and Koryun. Riot Zone Super CD was kind of a beat 'em up. But anyways, those were some of my memories. I just wanted to share some TurboGrafx 16 memories on a TurboExtravaganza. TurboGrafx 16 Extravaganza on an Extravaganza show. Been a while since we did this one. Lost the old graphic. Miss it. But what is your favorite TurboGrafx 16 games? Let me know in the comments. I need to stream some more TurboGrafx. I have a mini. Don't like the way the OBS lag is with the mini. It's a little hard to kind of play it like that, and that's the same reason on my original Flashback is a little hard. But I need to get a better gaming setup. I need to just talk to somebody locally that can actually physically help me set stuff up the way it's supposed to be. I'm always bugging Nick and everyone else over a Discord or over a messaging or. But yeah, I do need to get a setup so I can have my actual view screen where I'm playing on a separate monitor. I just don't know how to do that because I'm stupid, I guess. I know there's like splitters you can get, but then you got to have like a splitter box to make the signal work. I don't know. Let me know what you think of TurboGrafx 16, and I hope you like my old school Christmas shirt. Got my ceramic tree and my 1970s popcorn melted plastic Santa. My Santa Claus candles. Man, they used to have some really cool Christmas candles. You just don't find those anymore. And then this is a ceramic snowman head. Yes, he is scary a little bit, but he always has plenty of candy when you lift up his hat. My aunt made that a long time ago. Well, I think that's all we have. But before you leave, please like and please subscribe. Yeah, do that. And if you do, see this right here, this brand new Christmas hat? It's available nowhere. You're not getting it. We'll see you in the next one. Was this thing on the whole time? Classic line. Is this thing on? Remember whose line is it anyway? Remember the time? Oh, okay.